He has flown much further than a lot of other people and had several records, not only with electric, also with conventional aircraft, especially with gliders. But now he has just recently flown records, and there is an event coming up where you want to tell us about. So, Klaus, stage is yours.
Thank you, Will. I'm ready. Okay, thank you, Willy. Yes, as Willy mentioned, I'm a glider pilot, and one of the reasons why I'm in electric flight is that we still have this little dirt under the fingernail. When we are flying, we need still some conventional energy, fossil energy, in order to get the minimum altitude to arrive to our gliding challenge. So this is one of the reasons why I'm involved in electric aircraft, because with electric aircraft you can charge batteries, you can use sustainable fuel, or you can even use hydrogen in the future, which is a more or less emission-free flight. So the National Aircraft Association USA, they will make electric air race in May 2023, so next year. There's still a little time in order to participate. So if you look why they make this competition, because competition, air race is always in the history of flying made huge progress very often. So you remember probably these first challenges to cross the channel from England to France. You see here this old plane. And personally, I remember at 2011 there was a race created from NASA, the Green Flight Challenge in USA, in California. And I participated with eGenius, which was an airplane built by Institut der Flugzeugbau in the University of Stuttgart. And they made this beautiful plane. I first met them, I think at 2010, end of 2010. They had just the wings, and they had just some parts of the plane. They had to build the fuselage, and I heard about this race which should take place 1 year after that. And I could really not imagine that it will be possible that they will finish this plane, knowing a little bit about the students. They will build a plane, so it always needs more time. It's not the same thing if enterprise will build a plane like that. But in nearly 1 year, they finished this beautiful plane, the eGenius, which has, as you can see here, electric motor in the tail with a big propeller, and all the wings, they are more or less like a glider. So this original plane is as well a glider, a motor glider, ultralight motor glider. And so we participated at this competition, and it was even postponed 3 months, because even the organization, they could not arrive to finish all the planes that should participate. We had 2 planes, the eGenius, which was participating, and the Pipistrel Height 4 now, this double fuselage. They won as well the race, because they had 4 places, and the winner of the place, it was related with passenger miles. So if you have more passengers, then you will have, or the consumption by passenger mile. So we had more, we had much less fuel burned, not fuel, but electricity, but they had more passengers. So anyway, so this race from the NAA, it should take place from Omaha in Nebraska to Kitty Hawk, a very well-known place where the first motor flight with the Wright brothers took place. So it's a 1,000 nautical miles, nearly 2,000 kilometers in 4 days. They take into account that we have electric planes which only can use batteries or emission-free propulsions, that will say fuel cells. You can imagine it's a real challenge, because with batteries it should be a little bit difficult. So they have a lot of airfields in between on this course, and it's free to the participant to land wherever they want, and they can charge the batteries, they can swap the batteries. There are a lot of possibilities how to do. There are a lot of ideas as well from the teams or the pilots. It shows you can use probably a little bit more tailwind starting the next day. You take eventually the risks with the weather, but you cannot make night flights. You cannot make IFR flights due to the reason they are all more or less all prototypes, and so they don't want to take any risk for that, or I think it's even not possible to get the authorization to make this in this. So you can imagine a lot of different types of aircraft. I think we have more than 200 ongoing projects in electrifying airplanes, probably the eVTOLs, taxis, and so on. And what I like with this race is that there we will see how they fly. So you cannot hide behind your prospects and say, we are the best, we make the most fantastic things. They have to show. It's a real showcase, and that is the sense of these competitions. So